What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James. RedemptionAgency.com, 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And for the first time, branching out beyond eBay because of the eBay issues. So yesterday was a very bad day on the site on eBay. I am now down from last month 17.3%. August should be going up, not down. And that's because of 22 years history of paperwork of my numbers. August should be going up, not down. So yesterday I ended up calling in because of all the issues I've been having I called in because for 5 days I've been having that where the specifics were deleting themselves. He said there was no ticket on that. But what I think happens is what I know happens mixed with what I think happens. When a ticket gets put in, if the tech team can't reproduce it, they just close the ticket. So if they got a ticket that says things are being deleted, but they can't recreate it or don't even try to recreate it, I don't know, they just close the ticket. So that might be why some instances where they say, well, there's no ticket on that. Or maybe because there's only tickets that the reps can see if it's something that's site-wide. But I know this is affecting more than just me because a bunch of you guys have also commented about the problem too. So he said there was nothing that he saw on it, so he put in a ticket, of course. And then, so while I was at it, I told him about the 5-week issue about the offers. He said he saw nothing about that either. It's been going on for 5 weeks and I'm not the only one. So he put that on the ticket also. And I told him, and he put all this, he said, I'm putting all this on the ticket that you're saying. So I go, you know what? I've been doing this 22 years and this is the worst I've seen. And some of my days within the past week, according to a year ago, are down 45 to 50% for that day. And I go, there's something huge wrong here. And I go, for the first time in 22 years, I just opened up a Poshmark. I just opened up a Macari. And I've got to start cross-listing because something's going on and it's not making any sense. And he said, I'm jotting all that down. So whether that does anything, I doubt it. But I like that he was very receptive to what I was saying, unlike the last 6 or 7 reps I've got who just, you could tell they were just very green and going through their paces, if you will. He was at least very open, so he felt at least more seasoned. He didn't want to go through those basic steps, so it's very refreshing to get somebody like that on the phone who was just very receptive to what I was saying and jotted it all down. Even if it doesn't go to anything, I did notice, though, that I had to stop working about, I guess, it's about 8:30, I think. The site for me just started rolling like molasses. Everything I did just took forever to do, so I just like, my night's done. So something was going on at that time. What that was, I don't know if somebody was into my account at that time or if that was something site-wide. I'm not sure. But after I made the morning video, I may have my numbers wrong here, 125-ish at 10:10. I didn't get a sale for another 4 hours. And you know that's not right. So when I called in, it was probably, what time was it? I don't know, about 6 maybe. I had $219 at 6 p.m. And so $216. I ended with $443. So that's double that. So the first 18 hours of the day I had $220. The last 8 hours of the day I had $220. So this is my third lowest day in the past 30 days. And like I said, August should be going up, not down. But I don't know. Hopefully something will be done soon to rectify all these problems, and all these issues with fourth quarter coming up. I'm just hoping. But we know they have the fall updates, so they've never been really tentative to. Is that the right word? No, probably not. They've never really been. Fourth quarter's never held them back from throwing crap at the site anyway. So I don't anticipate. I'm hoping, but I don't anticipate a great fourth quarter. I still kind of see the same stuff going, but I'm hoping that it's not. So we'll see. We shall see. So we are at 9:30 a.m. I'm at $129. But that being said, that's where I was yesterday, and then nothing for 4 hours. So we'll see what happens. And yesterday I ended up letting that get me down. Not get me down, but it got my head just trying to figure it out when I know just to leave it alone, move on, and list. So I wasted a lot of my day. I turned off my promotions. Didn't see nothing, no spike like sometimes. Turn it back on. Didn't see no spike or nothing. So what I did is I turned the promotions back on, and then I went ahead and I had the 20% off coupon. So I took that down and just put everything on at 20% off, just to see if putting them on sale would get different results than just having the coupon and things not on sale. So we'll see. We will see what happens. So just kind of, I let it make me think, and I shouldn't have to do that. I should just be thinking about what I'm listing and my business. I shouldn't have to think about the eBay website. So we ended with 31 items sold yesterday, 11 organic, 20 promoted. So still very low in the organics. 11, 10, 9, 16. That was the good day. 6, 9, 5, 10. This morning we've got 8 items sold, 7 promoted, 1 organic. So on that same route. But what I'm going to try to do today is just concentrate on listing. What happens to me when I'm listing, and that is when I have a bad day, I feel like nothing I list is going to matter. I feel like I've failed. So nothing I have in storage is worth anything. It's all junk. I get that and I've heard some of you guys and other resellers say that on their videos here and there, that when you have that day, you just feel like you're a failure, that all your stuff is just out of date and just overnight is not worth anything, when that's not really the case. But trying to convince yourself that is really hard to do. But on the days when everything's flowing perfectly and the site's working right, you just feel like you can put up anything and it's going to sell. And not 9 times out of 10, a lot of times it does. So it's just a frustrating situation. So I got to figure out today to change my focus. So yesterday I opened up Macari, got that started. For some reason, they're just not jiving with the tax information, the business information I'm putting over there. So now they want me to, send IDs and stuff now. So I don't know. But I got like 41 items on Macari now. So I'm guessing I've got to get that tax stuff fixed before anything will probably even sell. I don't know. So I got to figure that out. I do got a Posh order. So for Posh, we're up to $350. So I like that. I'm ahead of where I thought I was going to be. So that was good. So we're going to switch to positives now. So 350 on Poshmark for my items when, I am not that huge, clothing store. So, and to still get 350. So I like that. And so that's where my focus is shifting to, at least for the short term until the eBay site gets properly working again, is shoes, clothes, and hats. And I just need to take those categories and just grow them as big as I can between now and the end of the year. So that's what I need to focus on, is doubling all those categories. Because not only are they higher sell-through rates on eBay, they will go good on Posh. So that's just what I need to focus on. I know I got a lot of clothes, a lot of hats, and a lot of shoes in storage, so it's not like I'm hurting for inventory. I just got to get to it, so I've got to go start digging and get to that stuff, and just take everything else and put it aside unless it's something like that I know is a high dollar item, or could be a quick flip, like a video game-ish type of thing or something. So I really got to just beat that into my head to refocus. And for the most part, I have. The only media I've been putting up lately were those sealed DVDs and stuff. So, and that was just paid for a sweater I put up yesterday. So there's some tailing intel with what sells. So the last two items that were paid was a hat. Wait, no, sorry, go up. It was a CD, and now that sweater I put up yesterday. So we'll see how the day. Hopefully that ticket turned into something, and I'll have a better day today at least with them going into my account. So, but yeah, Posh is doing good for me. So, and also what's doing good is thank you guys for the Giro Pack stuff. I think there was like 6 orders yesterday you guys placed, so thank you. For the affiliate link below, save 10%, use Urban Picker. For your code at checkout, you can save 10%. On the lowest price, bubble mailers and poly bags you're going to find online. So I appreciate all that support, so, which is way above what I thought it was going to be. I'm already at almost a month of that, and I'm almost at $400. Actually, I think I'm right at $400 now on Giro Pack affiliates. So thank you. Here's another payment. Another CD. Maybe them getting into my account yesterday did something. We'll see today. But yeah, I had to let them know about those errors just to get something rolling. So, all right, let's get to some questions and comments. And it didn't get very many views at all. I know not to put up a video around 5 p.m. For some reason, putting up a video at 5 p.m. it just tanks. But I was doing a screen share while I was listing on Mercari and Posh yesterday. So if you want to see how Vendu works, you can watch that video, see how easy it is. And I did have a Vendu affiliate use yesterday too, so thank you. I don't know if that was Marcus's girlfriend who did that or not. I know he asked for my link, which is down below. Save 25% on your first month on Vendu. But I put up that video yesterday to kind of show you how easy. And I only had 8 items on Mercari when I started the video, so you could still see how quick and easy just learning a new platform and cross-listing was. So let's get into some question comments, and then we'll get shipping some stuff. All right, first up, yep, I'm one of those full-timers that now has to work. Been doing DoorDash last couple of days, which has actually been decent and has taken my stress level way down. Sad on one end, happy on the other. doing something to make it work, you know. Next up, down 26.1% on the 31 days. Still listing 30 items every day, and customer support is top notch. That's what you just got to keep plugging away, because I still do believe deep down that the site will be working again one day. I just don't know how far away that's going to be. Seems to be better focus on eBay and higher demand products and not mess with these sites. Not for me. It doesn't. It's not working, you know. Doing a little bit of all of it, you know. Doing a little bit of everything. That's what I'm kind of doing. I haven't sold media on Poshmark either. I have some listed. Yeah, still nothing there for that. So, Sunday sales picked up. I'm still on the no sale promo kick. Listed only a few items a day. I know summers are slow. Yeah, but it's August now, so it's usually starting to ramp up now. So are slow, so save ahead of time so I don't drive myself nuts. I understand that. The religions of these days are business, and the concept is used to control and manipulate people, which is by their own definition is Satan's work. Everything, if you realize, I was thinking this yesterday because somebody said they were offended by what I was saying. I said nothing, made sure I said nothing offensive, because I really have nothing offensive to say really about religion, because I understand it. If I'm going to say anything negative about religion, and that has to do with everything, how everything is turned into a way to make money these days. And it's even worse with social media on the front of like this whole, I don't even like calling it cancel culture anymore, because I think it's pretty much wore itself out. But you could have like one person say something totally outlandish, like you or I would do as a kid. That's why I think it's like, when you're I don't know if you, I think most people can relate with this. When people are younger, you have more just oomph in you, that you more not caring, if you will. And my neighbor's gone. I guess that's the other neighbor. Yeah, mowing his lawn. That you say stuff just to rile people up, right? Not that you believe it, not that you even care. You just say it because it's opposite of everything else and gets people all riled up. Well, nowadays it's so easy to do that with social media, and people call them trolls. And it only takes one person to put something outlandish out there, have 5, 10, 15 people go, yeah, playing along, and then the news media comes in and makes it into a big story. I'm like, man, why didn't I have that when I was a kid, when I was trying to stir up crap? So I kind of look at trolling and the whole cancel culture, and when media tries to blow up something that is not a majority thing, that's what that is. It's just people riling people up, but then the media goes, ooh, we know that conflict makes money, so let's jump on this comment that 5 people agree with and throw it to the masses of millions, and gets everybody riled up. So that's why when it comes to like anything, I don't even pay attention to it anymore. I'm worried about my life, what's around me, my circle. None of that stuff matters to me. So, but religion's another thing where it's just everything is turned into a monetary value. It's from tweets to religion to obviously anything government. But so how do you harness that for yourself? How do you take something you can create and harness that into a monetary value? That's where my head swims nowadays. It's like, okay, can I make another channel just to rile people up, right? And get paid by YouTube for those videos, kind of like the news does. But at the end of the day, I don't care. So I really don't have the dedication to rile people up anymore, But I'm in that headspace where I go, okay, what can I do to benefit from it, right? So I try to take all those concepts, the negative ones, and try to create something either fun or positive, even though that doesn't sell as well, but find a way to spin it into that. So who knows what will pop up one day on one of a secondary channel for me or something, but not that I have time for that. Mercari does not offer media mail. Oh yeah, it says it did. There's also no way for shoppers to know you offer free shipping unless they sort by that. I don't offer free shipping. The shopper's experience isn't great, but I'm convinced your media will move there. You can put free shipping across your thumbnail. I'm not doing free shipping. And Miss Lachey says Mercari now offers media mail. Started a few months ago. So yeah, I know it said media mail. So 1/3 of the sales I have had between July and August thus far were 2 years or older. I've noticed a lot of my older stuff, including today. I know 100% one has been in the store for quite a while. So yeah, I've noticed the older stuff moving too. I believe eBay suppresses sales. My total sales for the past 31 days didn't even hit $700. My store subscription is up at the end of September. I have started pulling items off the platform and may bring my store down a level. Why keep paying them for something that gets you nothing? And that kind of hits on the point I was saying yesterday. If you can weather this storm, there are a hell of a lot of people dropping out right now. And in the past few months, and I think it's going to be even more in the next few months. So if you can hang in there, the competition is going to be thinning out. Oh, I noticed a couple of days, well, actually about a week ago, so I've been watching the website that sells on eBay, Declutter. Huge media presence on eBay, huge. They've always had 550,000 plus items in their store, always, because I was always constantly watching what they do, how they do it, going, selling $5 items, $4 items, free shipping. I'm like, man, you have to do a lot of volume to take a loss on an item or take a loss on the amount of items they were taking losses on. And I'm like, that's not sustainable. That's just not. I don't care how big your business is. It's not sustainable, especially if the site's not working properly. So the last 5 days I've been checking their site. They're down from 550,000 items down to 210,000 items. So they have more than cut their inventory in half on eBay. So if a big thing like that, can you imagine the eBay's numbers on how that amount of items dropped money-wise for them? I'm sure they had some kind of deal because they were big, that they had some kind of, a special fee deal. But still, when you have 500, 500,000 items and you drop down to a quarter, less than a quarter, that's huge. That's huge. One would think that my media sales would start picking up because of that. So even if a company like that has bowed out 55%, just think what a lot of the little people are doing. So if you can stick through it, I'm curious to see what's going to happen to that company, because I've always felt that's not a long, sustainable business venture. With that kind of items, giving away the kind of stuff that they give away, the amount of items they give away, with warehouse employees and all that stuff, I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen to them. They could be another 1-cent CD place where they just eventually fold because they can't do it anymore. I think companies like that, you have the higher ups or the creator of the company, where he's banking, he He's banking. The business is going in debt, in debt, in debt. He's banking. Then one day, whoop, business is bankrupt. He's sitting pretty on a boat somewhere because he's got $1 million in his bank account from doing this. The business is $1 million in debt, and he filed bankruptcy. The business filed bankruptcy. And that comes back to a story that bankruptcy is something that people put into their business plan. So that could be part of the business plan of a company like that. Bankruptcy, believe it or not. So it does happen. Yes, I noticed the business policies being glitchy. Every day for about a week, my policies have been moved or copied. Yeah, that was another thing I put on the report because the business policies copying. And I told them that's been going on for quite a while. And since he was copying everything, I go, there was another seller who, when this was happening to him, his days were dropping down to, $100, $200 days when he should be doing $700, $800 days when he normally does. So he put all that in the notes. So I told him about those glitches too. So we'll see if it amounts to anything. Reset daily to have moved the next day. Yeah, I had moved all my return business policies to a policy, and it's moved almost all of them back. Or it created another one and moved all of them almost to that one. So I went in yesterday to try to just move them back to the other just to see if it sparked anything. And the missing item specifics was greater than it ever was. I had more items that said it was missing, so I couldn't even do that. So I can't end and sell similar right now. I can't really revise anything. So my items are kind of just stuck where they're at right now until the item specific thing is fixed. Because it says it's missing, unless you re-add them all, you can't do anything. And I'm not going to sit there and re-add them all. So it's a pain in the booty hole. So I'm kind of stuck right now when it comes to that. I think they could be assigning the promotion listing placement based on how the individual campaign is doing. Sales conversion from clicks on that campaign. Ooh, that's an interesting thought, actually. Okay, just in case anybody didn't get this. All right, I've done it two different ways, and I've been doing it one way lately because it's quick and easy. Now, what this person's saying is they think it could be signing the promotion listing placement based on the click-through rate of that promotion campaign, the campaign itself. So normally I go through and make a campaign for every category. My shoes will have its own campaign. My shirts will have its own campaign, etc., etc. But here lately, since I've been having to turn it on and turn it off, I just been putting two campaigns, like $10 and less and $10 and higher. So maybe I need to go back, if that's a plausible, I didn't even think of that. Go back and put them on individual campaigns, and then the campaigns that have quicker click-through and sell-through rates might have a better placement as a campaign. That's a good thought. That is a real good thought. Maybe I will do that today. I will go in to my promotions, instead of putting them on two campaigns, break them all down to individual campaigns again. That's a really good thought, which could explain why you sometimes get a pop in sales after setting up a new campaign. And thing I've noticed, and I've noticed other sellers notice it, has said something too, you'll get a pop of several of the same items selling. I saw a comment, or was it on a video or something, where somebody had 4 plush sell almost consecutively. That is a pretty good thought. I'm going to run with that theory. It would be very similar to how dating apps work. Instead of basing the whole, I like that theory. I want to play with that. Because lately I've been like I said, I've been putting it in 2 campaigns only. So I like that thought. I like that train of thought. that gives me something to try today and see how the rest of the week progresses. So I'm going to do that today. All right. This is what transformation looks like. Lots of value in this video. We have to remember success, happiness, and sense is a journey and never a destination. You can stay there, but it takes effort. Sure. All right, let's get to shipping some of this stuff. All right, so I know someone tried to pay. I told him how to check out since he bought 3 items, but it either didn't combine his order, because for some reason he paid all 3 individually. So I don't know if he did that or if it wouldn't combine the orders, because I know people have been having issues with combined orders lately. So I'm not sure there. All right, let me get this Poshmark out of the way first. I like that theory. I'm going to make sure I remember that so I can... Whoops, I don't want to download. I just want to print. Oh, why did it go to the other thing? It might be download. I don't know. Why does it keep... What's going on here? Is it because I hit download, now all of a sudden it's not going to work properly? Maybe so. That is possible. All right, so for $23, and this is kind of like a bolo I've talked about before. Converse sneakers, the Shorelines. The Shorelines have the back that you slip into. Those are the Converse that go for higher amounts of money than just like the normal Converse. So $23 on Posh. Because thinking of that promotion theory, my sales have been getting worse. And is it because I changed to that process of not breaking them down individually? And now I'm thinking back, maybe a year ago when I called in about an issue on promotions, they looked at it and said, oh, you're breaking them down individually? That's good. And I didn't think much of it because that's what I did. But now that I'm not doing that, that thought just popped back in my head that they just kind of praised me, if you will, for breaking them down. So thank you. Thank you greatly for that theory. All right, let's see what all I've got pulled here. Looks like everything that's here is pulled. So, print shipping labels. So I'll have to, it should combine those. That's one thing I like about this eBay thing is it'll combine those orders for me. I don't know if it'll use my combined shipping rate, so I'll have to check that out because I told them I would give them a refund on the shipping amount. So there's another CD. All right, and we got 1 international, 2 internationals, and then we've got an error I've never seen before. Sorry, we couldn't find a delivery service for this order. error getting quote. So now it's got a bunch of them where it won't pull up anything on shipping. So the shipping, I guess, is not working properly here. Well, that sucks. All right, I guess I got to back out and retry again. Let's see. Refresh the page. Pull out anything I haven't pulled yet. All right, we'll try this again. If this don't work, then I'll just do it a few at a time. Print shipping label. I'm gonna let the whole thing settle before. Okay, fetching quotes, fetching quotes, fetching quotes. Okay. Now it's all saying they fetched quotes. Let's combine these orders. Maybe I clicked on it too soon, the combine thing, so it kind of threw it off. All right, so now it's all combined. Take out international. International, and everything looks good. Okay, so remove those two. And let's go. Okay. We got Ocean City, Maryland hat. Sold for $10. I'm going to try to fly through this since I got a decent amount here to ship out. And my videos will be going over an hour. Like, because I've been talking too much. So I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit now that I'm more comfortable with eBay shipping. That's going to Robin B. Next up, got a t-shirt. I support Black History Month t-shirt. That sold for $12. Headed to Oakland, California. Ex-home of the Raiders. I still need to go in and do my clothing. I gotta remember like a nice solid number for ounces. So 12-ish for t-shirts. Maybe. And that's going to be 10 by 12 by 3. DJH. Wicca, 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 wicca. Oh, sorry. That was my DJ impression. Wicca, wicca, wicca. Gather Homecoming 10th anniversary CD. Sold for $4.30. Headed to Lebanon, Missouri. Let me get a backing here. Not really backing. Weak. Let's do that one. Zero pack, save 10%. Use the code UrbanPicker at checkout. Yay! You can get some super cheap mailing materials. 3. Check ground advantage. That will be cheaper. Melody M. Melody M. Next up, we've got the Are You Ready for a Hat Lot? Yeah. I haven't done a lot in a while, so I think there's definitely something wrong with the combined shipping, right? Or maybe just lack of customers combining. We got Astro. I eat too much, so my Astro hat. These are all farmer style hats. Heston. farmer based anyway, and Heston again, Argo. All three together, well, two sold for $5.99, one sold for $6.99. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Been watching that, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called exactly. Is it the history of hip? Not the history of hip. Where they're going around finding the artifacts of hip hop and stuff. I used to always watch the WWE one. Now they're doing a history of rap museum in New York, which I'd like to go see. And they're getting, the last one was Coolio was on there, and they were getting iced tea stuff. So that's going to be iced tea, and then it's going to be 10 by 8 by 4. Now they need to do one about metal. I should start a hard rock heavy metal museum to kind of beat out the whole hard rock or the rock and roll crappy museum thing. I should start. There's no inductees, you just find stuff of history, if you will. Okay, it's Andy C. going to Kansas. That's what I should do. I should start a heavy metal museum. That'd be awesome. Next up, we've got a hat that just says blessed. So for $9, headed to Bronx, the Bronx, New York. Bronx. Is that where the museum's going to be? I think. Is it? Is it Queens? I think it's Bronx. Maybe. Maybe it's Brooklyn. Wasn't really paying attention to where it is. I just know it's in New York. But they were talking about how Coolio was basically how that Gangster's Paradise song just like went pop, right? And just kind of blew up rap as a whole when it did that. And when you think back, I mean, who doesn't love that song? That song is just so, it just grabs you and pulls you in. Like when that song's on, you're going to sing it. Fiona G. Now, if you don't know what the song I'm talking about, Google Coolio Gangster's Paradise. And then after that, Google Weird Al doing Gangster's Paradise. I won't tell you any more than that. Actually, it'll probably come up in the search along with Coolio's. It'll make your day if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Girls' baseball cap, Cardinals. Sold for $12. I'm still trying to figure out a way to not touch these twice. I just don't like touching things more than I have to, unless it's part of the system. I mean, if this is part of the system, it's not going to bother me. But I'm always trying to think of a way, okay, is there a way I can do this quicker without touching it twice? Sean B. Next up, we've got Monster Bucks DVD. Sold for $5, headed to Oklahoma. Brightly colored Giro packs are waiting for you if you need some mailers and some poly bags. I gotta order some colorful poly bags. Looks like I'm getting low on the big ones, so I'm gonna have to order some of those soon. Those were my free stuff from eBay. So, okay, DVD 4. I thought I updated DVDs. Why is this one not updated? Huh. John B. Maybe I didn't do DVDs. I did. Next up, we've got some Asics women's shoes, sold for $9, headed to Rosemont, Illinois. Should we get this one first? Probably backwards. Boom, 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 boom. 1.9. eBay's went quiet. Yanis M. I hate to have to put that cap back on. It's like double the work. But it dries out too damn quick. All right, Cha Cha Slide CD. Head to Rockford, Illinois, sold for $5. That was the thing yesterday. Like, it was a lot of low dollar media selling. Like, until that last, probably like, I don't know, from like 7 to 9-ish. That's when like some of the higher dollar stuff started. Like the shoe, or not the shoes, but like some of the hats and stuff. So I don't know what was up with that, but that could be that whole thing about the promotion thing. So I am definitely going to do that today. All right, that'll be 4, and we're going to go ground. This is going to be cheaper. David C. I'm going to go back and see who said that, because if you got a channel, I'm promoting you, dude, because I like, or chick, whichever one you are, dude or chick, male or female, or whatever you want to identify as. I don't care. Whoever you are, I mean. We'll pass it up. Okay, Tyler. So Tyler, nope, you don't have a channel. So, but anyway, thank you, Tyler 12166. Much appreciate that theory, because it kind of makes sense. So, looking forward to see if that will change anything. Next up, we've got Ernest Tubbs' Greatest Hits Volume 2 on vinyl, headed to North Carolina, sold for $4. $4. Peggy S. Next up, we got Tommy Hilfiger polo tee, or polo shirt, sold for $16, headed to Taylorville, Illinois. $16. Okay. 11. Jose L. Next up, we've got Dirty Dancing on cassette, Sold for $4.50. Headed to Clearwater, Florida. Slick black Giro pack. It's got solid glue that sticks back. Save 10%. Use the code Urban Picker at checkout. All right. We're going to check Ground Advantage. Oh, you're paying for priority. Okay. All right. If that's what you want, that's what you getting. Buyer paid $10.25 for priority. Priority is what you are getting, my friend Robert D. You pay for it, you get it. All right, next up we've got City Sleeps, promo CD single. That would make sense why when I was selling promo singles, they would all kind of sell together. But then again, I've sold two of them together, not together, but near the same time today. So, headed over to Florissant, Missouri, sold for $6. But that could be one of the struggles they're working with, trying to separate the promotion to only for people who do put them all in one. I don't know. Just something to try. Something to try. All right, 4. And we're going ground. Emu. All right, a cool name. Emu. There we got something coming through. Email. Next up, we've got Boston Red Sox cap. Head to Maine, sold for $7. Adrian didn't come down late last night and ship, so I got a few more items than normal. Figured since it was so slow, he probably thought it was just going to be slow the rest of the night. So. Got a little bit more than normal. Or than I would have had if he would have done that. But all right, Boston 7, 8x6x4. I guess that was bought before I changed my things over. Frank R. Next up, we got Blue Angels shirt. Let's spell out across the back. Sold for $12, headed to Kansas. All right. 11. Bobby T. I got a hair somewhere. Next up, we've got Mizzou baseball cap. Headed to Florida, sold for $10.50. 718. Shipping a lot of items makes me happy. Even if it is partial yesterday's, still gets my happy juices flowing. Oh, I was like, why is that so weird? Pop that back down. All right, get the happy juice flowing. All right, that's Nick N. Nick N. Next up, we've got Unknown Letter J hat. Sold for $7, headed to Beaverton, Oregon. Beaverton, Oregon. That's probably the most sent place in Oregon I sell to. Or at least the one I recognize the most for some reason. because he said beaver. Six. Nyoto S. You didn't see that. Come here, Mr. Box. Mr. Box. Let's get you sent out in a OTO. Yes. There we go. I got you. Next up, we've got that old item. It's been in my store forever. And it is a vintage racquetball visor. Some eyewear. Headed to Mexico. Sold for $14. And I grabbed a box for him because it didn't look like it was going to fit in my normal hat box. So, a little bit of padding in there for that. Oh yeah. Boo cha-ching. A styling iron for your hair that straightens. Just sold $80. Biggity bam. That made me happy. 1084. Because like yesterday, no high dollar stuff was even thinking about moving. Rodrigo? P. Okay. Last on the US stuff, we got Danny Lay. Cassette sold for $6, headed to Pennsylvania. In the slick black Gerald pack. It's got solid sticky on the back. Every video is like a commercial for Giro Pack. Why didn't this come up? I know all my cassettes were changed. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it was one that it didn't because there was an offer or something at the time. Tanner D. All right. And review. Make sure everything looks about spot on. We're good. Confirm and pay. 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 Print labels. All right. Are you ready to print? I don't know if I'm dancing to that or the music in my head. This white boy can't dance, but that's all right. I can at least move my body because I'm not that old yet. And that's all that matters. All right, Tanner D. I like that. Tanner D. Tanner D. Rodrigo P. Raggio, or however that's pronounced. No offense if you see that, or if that is your name. Nyoto. Named after some anime or something. Nyoto. Nick in. There you go, Nick. Coming your way. Alrighty. Bobby T. Bobby T in the house. Just gotta concentrate on the sales I do have. Frank R. Frank. Here comes your package, Frank. Emu. I love that. Emu. That's just your name. Emu. That's awesome. If that's really your name. I'll change my name to Emu. Robert D. What's your name? Emu. What? Emu. Don't be funny with me, boy. What's your name? Emu. Jose L. I like names where you can mess with people. That'd be funny. Peggy S. Peggy S. David C. Giannis M. Giannis. I like that name too. Giannis. John B. See, I just got a common first name, James. Sound like somebody's butler. Oh, James. The car, James. Sean B. Fiona G. I wouldn't mind being somebody's like butler or driver. Somebody like famous. Because I would be like, because my personality, Andy C, is being, you know, if you hire me, I'm doing a job for you, you know, the kind of loyalty type of thing. So I'd be one of them guys, I think, that would eventually get respect. Melody M, for, especially if you're dealing with somebody like high profile or something, I can understand anything they do, per se, not like killing somebody or nothing like that, but like trying to be seclusive or whatever, because, you know, TJH, like I would get it, so I could be like very empathetic and supportive. That's the words I'm looking for. Like, it seems like if you're watching that news show with local Cedric the Entertainer and what's his name, Anderson, doing the barbecue thing, like the guy that they hired, seems like he's been working with them guys for a long time and he's got their respect and stuff. So he probably gets like huge bonuses and stuff like that too. Because they probably, when you have somebody who's making a lot of money and they have that help who's just dedicated to support and understands and stuff, I'm sure those type of people get compensated very well for their dedication. All right, next up, Pirate Ship. Did he close Pirate Ship? Where's Pirate Ship? Oh, there it is. It's been moved. All right. Next up, we've got Coming of Age, promo CD single, headed to Australia. Sold for $8. Like, if I ever was in that position to hire somebody to be my right-hand person, you better be damn skippy that when they show dedication, empathy, and understanding, and all that stuff, that I'd be taking care of them, right? Making sure that they always have my back. And I'm going to show you I got your back. That's why when I had employees, the person I was using for the main manager, if you will, doing my stuff that I didn't have to do, like answering emails and it, I made sure to give her a bonus every year at the end of the year. Next up, we've got Puma, headed to Australia also. Sold for $19.61, and that may be in Australian dollars, so it might be more like 14-ish dollars, US terms. It's about taking care of those that support you. That have your back. Boom, 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 boom. So 7, we'll leave that about, I guess, 14-ish US dollars. And then I already did the other one, so that's it. Nice. Oh, a little bit shorter video than the last couple of days. All right, end of day on here. Oh crap, I didn't put it end of day on the other one. Forgot to print that out. All right. What's the day? Monday. So we got. Oh, I forgot to print this one out for yesterday and the weekend. So we got 8 from Monday. So let me get that scanned today. And then 2 from today. Doom. And print scan form. Generate. And he did get one last night again, so thankfully eBay worked again last night because my numbers dropped a little. All right. And he put a CD here thinking it might need resurfaced, and it will need to be resurfaced. I'll get that knocked out. All right. Thanks everybody for all the love and support and the watching and all that good stuff. The Giro packs, the Vendu, the likes, the subscribes. And I am going to do that with the promoted items, and we'll see if it kind of try to pay more attention to that and see if it does anything, and we'll see. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.